Hi, welcome to this video about XHTML actions in Fireback. Very happy to have you here. In this short video, we're gonna explore what is the XHTML and how it can help you while building websites. Just one note before we start, it's been early 2000, even like 10, 15 years ago, that when you created a website, it was usually an MVC kind of structure, and you had the controller calculated things and then parse the template and then return that to the user. And for a lot of projects that work perfectly fine, and then SPAs come, but still that kind of projects are very valuable and could be used in different scenarios. What happens in Fireback, there is this XHTML option to help you build a website without any other framework or front-end framework, problem with managing store and all those topics, which frameworks such as Nest.js, for example, Next.js are providing, and all those problems with the server-side rendering. The point is, now with this ChatGPT and all those things, creating JavaScript pure applications is very easy, and the need for a framework for even simple form management is just simply gone. So what you can do is you stick to pure CSS, pure JavaScript, pure HTML, almost pure HTML because you have templates, and then build a website without any maintenance, upgrading, or anything. Now, I'm going to show you in a second how this works, and then you will get an idea of it. Let's go. For those who don't know, you can download the Fireback boilerplate and then continue from there. But I already have it on local, so you can download it from this URL. But anyway, let's go and just create a project. I expect you already know that by this time. So let me ls, and I'm gonna go Fireback app new. I'm gonna call this XHTML demo, and okay, we're gonna continue microservice local. That's it. HTML demo. We don't want manage. We don't want even self-service. So let's go to the HTML demo, make it, and quickly we will create our website. Okay, it's already built. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the server. One interesting thing is you need to know the XHTML and JSON endpoints in Fireback are equal. Like, they don't have any difference that you need to do anything much different for them or different project. They're all in the same. So you have like 50 endpoints and then 10 endpoints which are turning HTML, and that's all to it. Okay, I believe now we have a 404, and that's perfect because we don't have the any screen. What I'm gonna do is go and create a module, call it website. So let's say we had an API, bunch of modules which were our API, and then we want a user front-facing to build the HTML markup for it. Yeah, we created, or this should be in the modules folder. We go to the website module, and we're gonna create an action called get home. That's it. And then the method is get. URL is just a slash because we want the first screen, and then out is XHTML through. That's it. So what happened is you need to be focused on this section because it might be confusing. We need to have a folder. So as much as endpoints we have, first of all, let's just say about, get about to screen. Let's actually do it. Why not? You will have per each of those an action, like a controller to handle it, a new file. And for all of these in your module, you need to have something called screens. So in the screens, you will put the markup and HTML files, CSS files, and JavaScript files. I'm going to do a home.html here. You could do it in the directories, but I don't want to do it at this moment. And about screen. So I'm gonna do an about screen, about screen, and then a home screen. This is home screen, and that's it. Let's go back to the generated. And you see there is a code snippet created for us to embed them. And we would put them in a general place. For example, here, I would say like to just include all of those HTMLs in a bundle, in a Go. That's just pure Go feature. And one note on this is when you have the screens here, Fireback will load them from disk on the development, and on the production, it's going to load them from embed automatically. Let's go and just try to render our home page. We already had this, and as you see, we need to return an XHTML object. I'm gonna just uncomment this. It's commented for making it easier, and also I'm gonna uncomment the about page screen, which I'm not sure which I have broke. Oh, sorry, the parentheses. And then we go here, remove it, and that's it. So let's go rebuild the project, make, and we will see what's happening. And then start, and we have the home screen just printed out. And then if we go to about, I hope we can see about, but we couldn't see. So we forgot to do this. And we're gonna make it app start. That's the about screen, and that's the home. Now you might get the idea what this is going. So what happens is basically you just print this HTML and that's it. Like you don't have to do much more frameworks or anything else. Now obviously you need to do styling, CSS, images, all those things. And one cool feature of this is I can show you how easy that is. So let's go and create a body background of green. And let's say we want to import it, so our app screen will be green. What we could do is go to the home and then create a link and just add the style. And you notice that IntelliSense works. So if I just click on the file, this URL, I go to that file right away. It's not like magic addresses combines together, nothing. So it's as simple as like 3 files you could have in a folder and serve them. Fireback works that way. And now the screen became green. Let's say we had another CSS file, and then in the body, the color becomes yellow. And what could we do is we just go import that file, import, and then another CSS. And what happens is now those files are being merged together. If you look at the source, there's an inliner called file style, and then both are merged together. And that's it. And if I go to the about screen, I still don't have that. Let's go and do one thing else here, and just to make it easier, put an href about, and then go to about. That's what it is, and see if that works actually. Yeah, and then you go to about screen. I want to add something also to this video, and then we will do it another part for the rest, or maybe 2 things here. If I had to use JavaScript, I could say in a script.js, and then a window unload, let's say alert 1, then go to the home, include that script, and then call the type module, and then src is, as you guessed, still IntelliSense works, and we have this one.js. Now, if inside this script I wanted to have a shared JS, which I export a function test2 alert 200, and then I could import that test2 in my code, and basically you see like both messages are being shown. So Fireback automatically kind of changes the file paths for you to this browser module resolution work, and there's nothing else happening. It's just pure browser's feature. Now the rest of it, you understand, it is just like whatever you want to put, CSS and JS. But if you look at it this way, all you need to do is to have some templates that do something, and then some CSS and JS, and some common CSS and common JS, and that's it. Like you don't need to add anything else. Let's go to the home action and just try to pass some variables. From here on, you understand this is a Go template system. There is nothing special or priority created for this purpose. So I'm just gonna create the params. It could be any struct, but I like this gene.h thingy, and then call name Ali, and then I will pass these params to this instead of Neil. One thing you might notice if you're not a Go developer, that watch, like when you change the Go code, you need to rebuild the app. But when you're changing just those templates and assets, you don't have to do it. So we already sent this parameter called name to the template, but we forgot to use it. Again, I just put .name. I expect the alley to be there. Now, you could technically do without page reload to navigate to the other sections and scripts. I'm gonna create a video on that. But you see, like XHTML is extremely powerful to create those kind of websites which need some content showing, public facing SEO, and you just already bypassing the entire logic of creating Next.js, building it, or any other framework or server-side rendering on React, on Angular, Vue.js. That's basically it. So hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.